the top. So we have to apply a loop on the ListBox control. Now we know a loop should start with 0 because the first item in the ListBox control is at index 0, but we don't know the last item in the ListBox control, the last index of the item. So in order to find the last index, there is a method. Let's take an integer variable int I is equal to lbleft.items.count. Now this count method, this count property, it is basically a property. This count property basically brings the total number of items into the ListBox control. Now the total number of items are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But we know the last index will be 4 because our indexes starts from 0. So what we will do, I will be minus 1. So now we have to start our loop from the last. So we will write for int I is equal to, just copy and paste this code over here. And I should be greater than equal to 0 and I minus minus. Now we don't want to remove all the items from the list box. We only want to remove the selected items from the list box control. So we will write a condition if lbleft dot items. Now which item? Item at index I dot selected means if that item is selected. You can write dot selected, or you can even write dot selected double equal to true. So if the items at index I is selected, in that case remove that item. So listbox left dot items dot remove. Now you can use any of the method. You can use remove or you can use remover. But if you use remove method, you have to write lbleft dot items at I position dot text, because remove method works with text or list items. But if you want to use index method, now our index is available in this I. So write down the code. Remove at and I. And by this the item will get deleted from ListBox control. Now I have selected C and Java. When I click on multiple, now the first item is not selected. Now this item is selected, it will get deleted. I have selected C++ and Oracle. So now C++ is selected and it will get deleted. Similarly, Java will also get deleted. So now the requirement is to add multiple items from ListBox left to ListBox right. Now the whole code will be the same what we have used for delete, because we are required to add multiple items to ListBox right. So instead of writing delete, just write ListBox left dot items dot add method. Now it doesn't matter, when you are adding an item, you can start the loop from 0, or even you can start the loop from the bottom index, because when we are adding items, the indexes does not change. We have to add these items into list box right, so just replace list box left with list box right. So you can see multiple items are added into list box right. Now I want to add all the items from list box left to list box right. So the whole code will be the same. All what we have to do is just remove the if condition from the block, because this if condition is adding only the selected values, but now the requirement is to add all the values to the list box right. So now you can see. Next is to clear all the items from the ListBox control. Now in order to clear all the items, you can do two things. You can clear item one by one by using for loop, or you can write down a code lb_left.items.clear. This clear method removes all the items from the list box. So all items get deleted from list box control. Now the last is for each loop and list box control. Let's say if we have a requirement that we want to add only unique values to the listbox 2 controls, like if C is already in listbox 2, it should not again get added into listbox 2 control. First we have done last time, we removed the item C from listbox left, but now the requirement is the item should not get removed from listbox left, but it does not allow you to add that item again into listbox right, like this. So now you can do one thing, you can use a for loop, and under for loop you can check the item that whether that item is available in listbox right, and if it is not already in listbox right, you can add that item. And instead of doing that, you can also use a for each loop. The for each loop is a very useful loop. As the name suggests, for each. For each means this loop will run for each and every item available in list box control. So list item. Now it will run for all the list items. Now all the items that are available in list box control are list items. So list item, we will name them li in lb_left.items. So now this for each loop will run for all the items which are available in listbox left.items, and we will name each item as li. Now write down the code. If li.selected. So if that list item is selected, check whether that item is already contained in listbox 2 or listbox right. If listbox li lbwrite dot items dot contains li. Now this code says that if listbox write contains this item, but we want to run this code only if listbox write does not contain this item. So just place not in the front of the code. Now if listbox write does not contain the item li, add that item to listbox write. lbwrite dot items dot add li dot text. Now run this code. Now I have selected C and I have selected C++. Now first time when the loop runs, the first item, first li is C. Now C is selected, yes it is selected, and it is not in listbox write, so it will get added to listbox write. Similarly the loop will execute for the rest of items. Now the li is C++ and it was already selected. Third item is Java, and Java was not selected, so it won't enter the loop, won't enter the condition. So you can see C and C++ get added. Now again I click on this button. Now again first item is C. C is selected, yes, but listbox write already contains C. Here you can see C is already there, but this, it will enter into this block only if it does not contain in listbox write. So in our case it won't enter the condition. So it does not satisfy the condition, it won't enter into this block, if block. Now second, it is also available and rest of the items are not selected. So you can see only no item get inserted. So now I'm selecting two items, C++ and Java, clicking on for each loop. Now you can see Java get added in C++ because it was already in listbox 2, listbox write control, so it does not add that item again into listbox write. So this was all from listbox control. Thank you very much.